G'day everyone, and welcome back. I hope you guys have been doing alright. It's been a while since I've done just a talking head video kind of like this. And, with the release of update 14.7 and the beginning of this Grand Voyage event leading into the Wargaming, the Warships 10-year anniversary, as well as all the Christmas stuff towards the end of the year, I thought it was a fitting time to just make one of these videos and just have a bit of a discussion about whether you should guys consider picking up the doubloons or consider picking up steel as part of this event. Now, if you guys weren't already aware, if we go a quick look here into the armory, just let it take a second here, and we have a look in the Grand Voyage tab here, you can see there's quite a fair bit of information here, but from August 7th through to December 1st, play a game daily, and you'll be able to get up to 10,000 doubloons or steel completely for free. The daily rewards as well, and this one's available up until January 1st. One battle a day, you can get up to an additional 22,000 doubloons or steel, which is absolutely incredible. There's GQ Johnny as well, so if you just play up to 5 battles a day, they can be co-op games, so you can just spam those out really quickly. For 90 days, and you've got plenty of time, so even if you miss a day or so, fair enough, that's it. You can still come back and do it, because it's like 150 days or total, and you only need 90 days. You can get this version of the Johnston completely for free. But regardless, I'm talking about here these doubloons you can get, and combined with the welcome bonus and the daily rewards, you're looking at up to 32,000 doubloons or steel completely for free. Calendar that's shown here, and as we can see, you can exchange as we go. So, you can pick and choose from my understanding. Taking a look at this, it's saying, hey, what's your minimum exchange? You can pick both doubloons/steel as you want to. Now, which one should you be picking? What are the differences between the currencies, first of all? Doubloons, as we know, that's our premium currency for the game. You can easily get doubloons by spending money. They can be quite expensive, especially for the larger bundles, but that's the best way to gain doubloons. Otherwise, you can earn a little bit of doubloons by playing ranked battles and getting some of the stars by obtaining wins, and you can get up to, like, I don't know, it's what, 200, 400, 600, 800, something like that. So you get 200 for each 3 wins or so. You can check in the ranked battles tab. Steel, on the other hand, that's our kind of more elusive currency in the game. And what I mean by that is there's only a few ways to be able to earn steel consistently in this game. For most people, ranked battles is going to be your most consistent way of earning steel. Clan battles is another way to earn a fair amount of steel. But you've also got, as well, being able to either purchase it, quote-unquote. One of the ways you can get it is by playing some of the event passes here, and as you can see, there is plenty of steel here in the free track for the event pass, but there's also a couple of additional steel pots here as well in the paid pass of the event pass. And if you go ahead and say you complete the dockyard, if you purchase any additional stages before you complete the missions, so for example, if I wanted to go ahead now with the Laffy dockyard and say I just want to buy all the stages, you can actually get some free stages here for steel as well, so just keep an eye out on some of those. But if you say, hey, I wanted to just buy Laffy straight away, you do get compensation for each additional phase that you complete after buying Laffy outright. So for example, if I was to buy Laffy now, I would then be able to get 250 steel per completion of each mission stage as the missions unlock. So, this now comes down to how you are as a player, and how many ships you currently have in port. Are you an active player? Do you have a lot of ships in your port? Or are you someone who's a bit more on the casual side and you haven't had much of a chance yet to earn some of those more special ships, especially from the steel shop? So, if you are wanting steel, there is some quite nice steel ships that you can actually pick up. I've picked up about, say, over half the steel ships that are currently available. Most of these other ones I'm not too interested in, but I am just going to hold off in case there's like a special thing for Christmas at the end of the year. So I'm just going to wait before deciding if I want to spend any steel on any of these ships or wait for that. But if you wanted to pick up a steel ship, there's some really great ships in here. I really like Stalingrad. I really enjoy playing Austin as well, because this thing can be a bit of a meme. Gunpowder, when you don't have reload booster, is kind of on the low side, but it's pretty funny when you actually do pop it. Shinano is quite strong in a historical ship as well. Bourgogne, I really enjoy that. Incomp, pretty funny. Shikishima. I love my Yamato, so having a Yamato alt is, well, a bit of a different Yamato is pretty awesome. Barbiano, if you do manage to pick that up, I haven't got it myself, but the absolute, like, shells you can spit out with this thing is pretty hilarious because, well, you have a lot of tiny little 90mm guns. So that thing is quite, to make some very, very pretty rainbows with that ship. And there's just like a whole plethora of pretty cool steel ships here that you can actually pick up if you want to. So that'd be an argument, hey, I want to look to pick up a steel ship and grab one of these cool ships. But what about the argument for doubloons, you might be saying? Now, for doubloons, if you were interested in not so interested in any of these steel ships, for example, there's a couple of things that are going on as to why you might want to pick the doubloons. So, for example, one of the most elusive ships in this entire game has actually made a bit of return. So, with the current stages going on to this In the Name of Tomorrow event, where we've got 3 distinct type of operations. So at the moment we've got Arctic Convoy, then I can't remember the other 2, which order they occur in, but you've also got stuff like Tokyo Express, and then there's one more I've forgotten off the top of my head, unfortunately, but if you manage to complete all of these stages, you can actually get yourself the San Diego completely for free. Now, in my case, if you already have San Diego, you would be entitled to, I believe it's 11,000 doubloon compensation, someone correct me if I'm wrong down there, which is pretty awesome. If you wanted to complete this event, you can have a look down here at the bottom of it, very bottom of this event here, where it's gone, In the Name of Tomorrow. As you can see here, you can actually buy one of the most elusive ships in this game, and that's going to be Missouri. And it'd just be a case of just buying it outright here for 19,296 doubloons, which is pretty cool. So, if you manage to complete all of the stages and stuff, I don't know how long this bundle would be active for, but you could actually just buy Missouri if you wanted to, which is awesome. And unfortunately, you don't get access to this hyper-improved credit earning bonus of this ship, but, well, that's one of the things Wargaming changed when she got reintroduced. And unfortunately, she doesn't have the same improved heal that you get on the Iowa and stuff, but she does get Surveillance Radar, which is a very unique selling point for a battleship. But if you weren't interested in picking up Missouri, well, what would you spend the doubloons on? If you're like me, I've got a huge plethora of premium ships in this game, and most of that has been from obtaining, from getting in previous Christmas boxes and doing just events. I mean, I've been playing since beta, so I've just had a long time to collect a lot of these ships. And you might be interested in actually looking to pick up some of the Christmas boxes towards the end of the year. Now, if you've got a lot of these ships, picking up the Christmas boxes would make sense in my opinion. And the reason for that is you've already nuked a lot of the low tier stuff from out of the possible drop pool that you could get. And you'd be looking at hopefully targeting some more of those rare and very exclusive ships. We're talking about Musashis, we're talking about Sparland, we're talking about Goremiashki, Kamikaze, Garaf Spey, etc. and so forth. And Enterprise as well. And, well, there's not really a better way to get a lot of free doubloons to go for some of those boxes. So, if you have a lot of the current premium ships, might as well go for the doubloons and save yourself a bit of money if you wanted to spend on Christmas boxes at the end of the year. Now, I can't guarantee that everyone would be able to get a premium ship or like the premium ship you're after, because at the end of the day, it is loot boxes. I'm not a big fan of loot boxes. I would like it if it was just a case of what they're doing here with Missouri. For example, hey, you guys can just come back and buy Missouri if you want to. Or, hey, here's a guaranteed purchase of buying Smarland, or guaranteed purchase of Musashi, or any of the other numerous premium ships. But it's the way Wargaming's done it. So if you wanted to make the most of this event, I would say, hey, if you're not interested in any of the steel ships, go for the doubloons. Maybe consider either saving them, spending them maybe on some dockyard events, maybe some of the event passes, or even just saving for the Christmas events at the end of the year. And you don't have to spend as much on, well, Christmas gifts for yourself if you wanted to. And that's basically where I stand with it. For me personally, I'm considering saving for Christmas boxes at this stage, but there's a couple of events that are coming up, so I might look to pick up this Missouri, just because it's a premium ship I've been missing for ages, and I'd like to have it even if I don't get access to the improved credit bonus. And, well, I'm not particularly interested in many of the remaining steel ships for myself personally. Let me know down below, guys, what you think. Let me know if you're probably going to pick up any of the doubloons, are you going to pick up any of the steel instead either? And let me know if there's any other thoughts you guys wanted to mention. Just before I close out, I do want to just say a massive thank you to Wargaming, and because this event that we've got going on now for 14.7, 14.8, and throughout the rest of the year is pretty damn incredible. I've not seen such generosity from Wargaming in quite a while. I mean, you look at the 10-year anniversary we've got going on here. The biggest selling point, obviously, is 32,000 free dubs or steel. You've also got the GQ Johnny, which is basically minimal effort. So literally just spam co-op, 5 games, and you a day, and you've got the GQ Johnny as well. So a free Tier 9 premium ship, and it's a pretty insane deal for the 10-year anniversary. We've also got stuff like the module rework that's coming into the game for 14.8. So you can no longer permanently lose your main turrets or lose your torpedo tubes. I believe your AA guns and secondaries won't be permanently knocked out either as well, which is amazing. And if you guys want me to make a video on that, I can always do that. But yeah, so thank you, Wargaming. There's a lot of things that we're really looking forward to. That's all I've got to say for today, fellas. If you guys want me to make any videos going through talking about what I think about some of the, say research bureau ships or steel ships that you guys should consider picking up first, or even some of the coal ships, let me know. I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, take care, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.